Don't get caught up in a trap made of legalese.
Let our friends at Del Rio and Caraway break down the latest cases for you in another edition of Sidebar.
It is time for your Sidebar this morning. We are back at Del Rio and Caraway. Dan and Chuck, always good to see you. Let's start here with one that is happening right here in our backyard. West Sacramento, a police chase and involved two people hit.
Yeah, so what we have here is we have a police officer. He goes to stop a vehicle. The vehicle decides that they don't want to stop. So they take off, and in pursuit, the police officer goes code 3, which is lights and sirens. It's very important. He's pursuing the vehicle. The vehicle then hits two other cars, and then that vehicle itself actually crashes. The issue here is who's liable for those two vehicles that got hit and the people that may have been injured in that car accident. You have the police officer, and you have the vehicle that fled. Obviously, the vehicle that fled is absolutely going to be liable for that. They were negligent in every way, shape, or form. I can't see a way that they were not. Unfortunately, they might not have insurance or something like that, and so you look at the police officers and you say, are the police officers negligent? Police officers have to pursue vehicles for their job, and so as a result of that, they have immunities set up. If they're traveling code 3, it's almost impossible to sue the police officers and say that they've done something negligent, because if they were constantly being sued, they wouldn't be able to do their job. There is ways to do it, but it's a very high standard, and so you're going to have to take it on a case-by-case scenario, and that's one of those things where you're going to want to call an attorney like us, and we'd be able to discuss it with you and tell you whether or not they could be liable.
Code 3, very important. All right, next story here we want to touch on, this one out of Michigan. They have now finally added some cell phone laws. Finally.
Yeah, finally coming up to, basically the standard that most of the country's at. What happened was originally they had laws that were just against texting. And that was kind of how all this started in a lot of states. Now, most states have transferred and gone ahead and updated their laws so that it includes any cell phone usage that is not hands-free. In fact, California updated theirs again last year in July, went ahead and added that it's now a point on your record if you're caught on doing it also. So Michigan has finally kind of stepped up to the table, revamped their laws. Any cell phone or wireless communication usage while you're driving that isn't hands-free is now a finable offense.
Because before it was just texting, and now, but people still kind of fiddling with their phones, so taking it all out of the equation.
Yeah, social media, all those things that people could do. So they're specifically trying to target all the other usages.
All right, fantastic. All right, always great to see you both, Dan and Chuck, Del Rio and Caraway. That is your Sidebar for this morning.